here we are at the end of October. That flew by, didn't it? Or maybe it went extremely slowly. I can't tell. Because I'm still recording this on the 1st of October. So, hopefully by now, somebody will have given me an answer in my video of should I change my username to sugarcone, and starting tomorrow, that will be fully in place. Or maybe in the beginning of November, if I completely forget that I made this promise. So, I'll either be keeping my name as sugarcone, or changing my name to Fresca, which, you know, I'm not ashamed to have the same name as a soda. I mean, it's not like shameless advertising or anything. I don't want it to be advertising, but if you want to go buy a Fresca, you know, why not? Fresca's cool. Fresca's a good lemon lime soda. So, you know, knock yourself out. I dropped the book. It's like the fifth time I've done that in this reading. Well, for me, it flew by, because this is like the least I've had to read in 1 month since May. But even back in May, I was way behind, so, you know, I think I uploaded the May videos in June. But still, for reading at least, it's flown by. You haven't seen that many videos of me reading being uploaded this month. I walked from one end of this town to the other. It's actually a very boring, generic-looking town. Most of the buildings are 1 or 2 stories stucco or block. Not a lot of trees, mostly scraggly pines that are tilted from standing in the wind. No parks or fountains or green spaces, just fields and roads and stores. Before I tell you the big thing that happened today, let me tell you about some of the places I discovered. Place of interest number 1, Cece's thrift store. It was full of total junk, but what made it sort of interesting was Cece, the woman who runs it. Picture piles of scarves and dangly bracelets on a homeless person. That's what she looks like. She's totally weathered and tough and dresses like a genie. I'd taken all of 3 steps inside the store when she growled, "Don't even think you can shoplift from me." "Huh?" I said, because I couldn't believe anyone would have the guts to be that direct. "You heard me," she said, but then she added, "Now if you want to barter, that's another story." She nodded at my backpack. "What you hollering?" Nothing," I told her. She snorted. "Then you won't mind leaving it here." "Huh?" I said again. Leave your overstuffed sack and nothing here." She pointed to a sign that read, "Check bags, backpacks, and oversized purses at the counter." "You know what?" I said. "I'll just come back later." She laughed out loud, jangled a wave, and turned her back. Place of interest number 2, the library. It's okay. Almost medium size, but I've never met a meaner children's librarian. I didn't give her a chance to snap at me, but the way she treated some of the other kids, bite their heads off, why don't you? Never seen anything like it in a librarian. So I borrowed a paperback, that's gypsy borrowing. I was trying to avoid the security guard by sneaking out the back door, but instead I ran into a real cop. My heart about exploded, but he didn't pay any attention to me. He was on his way to City Hall, which is right next door to the library. And it turns out, right up the street from the police station. Place of interest number 3, and this is the real place of interest. A soup kitchen. I saw a group of bums sprawled on the grass in front of a gray wooden building and thought, "What's this? Why are these guys lounging on a lawn right across from the courthouse?" Which, by the way, is on the other side of the police station, which is why bums hanging around surprised me. But then I saw Charlene coming down the building's ramp. It took me a minute to get over seeing her someplace besides the overpass, but then I noticed that she had food. A sandwich, a juice box, a bag of chips, shelter-style food. I crossed the street and ran up to her saying, "Charlene, wait up!" When she saw it was me, she frowned. "What do you want?" Can you get me a sandwich too?" She snorted. "Go get your own." I let her walk away a few steps, but then caught up to her. "Why didn't you tell me there was a soup kitchen?" She did a mock inspection of her food, saying, "Soup? Do you see any soup? I don't see any soup." "You know what I mean," I whispered. "Why didn't you tell me?" She smirked. "And ruin your healthy diet of pesticides?" Then she laughed and walked away. I was so steamed I almost shouted, "You heartless loser! We may sleep under the same bridge, but I will never be like you. I'm going to make something of myself. I'm going to do good in this world and be good to this world. I swear I will never, ever be like you." I didn't say it though. I kept it all inside, steaming hot and angry inside. I found the soup kitchen. I got my sandwich and juice. I walked to the outskirts of town, where I sat on the bank of a broccoli field and thought. And this is what I decided. I am not going back to the overpass. I am going to make a home for myself. I've done enough spinning my wheels. It's time to figure out a way to do it. I am going to teach myself math and science and history, and maybe even art or music. I am going to do good and be good, and someday, some way, I will become a veterinarian. I swear in my mother's grave I will. What's left to take from the broken? Darn, okay. I'm gonna need to edit that out. I just broke these. Fixed them, kinda, I think. It's not perfect. It's like really crappy. It's as close to perfect I'm gonna get it. Forged. What's left to take from the broken, or what can the broken repair? I am the steel, life is the flame, time is the endless hammer clanging. What's to become of me now, or what shall I now become? I am the steel, life is the flame, time is the endless hammer, clanging. What final blow will break me, or what will my new form defeat? I am the steel, life is the flame, time is the endless hammer, clanging.